going to set to. So, tell me about a time you failed and what you have learned from it. In my previous project, so we were given a new task and we were very overconfident that we can complete it within SLA. But as we proceeded further, we got stuck in a task, and because of which we missed our deadline. So basically, what I learned from it is that it is not bad to take help from others when you need it. Explain what is imputation. So you can impute the missing values by replacing its missing values with median, or mode, or you can even ignore the missing values. Why should I hire you over someone with prior experience in data analytics? So I have, as part of my current role in as a financial analyst, I have experience in handling large data sets with huge numbers, uh, and which are very significant as it is a bank. uh, and I have experience in building VBA macros in Excel, and as part of my uh, project, I have experience in Excel and SQL. What do you bring to the table over a fresher? So, uh, as I'm an experienced professional for the past 3 years, I've been using Excel and SQL, so which will be a huge advantage if I was hired. And name some data analysis tools that you have worked with. Are and before joining this company, this course, I had an experience with using Excel and SQL, and after joining this course, I basically learned using R, Python, and Tableau to solve the data analysis problems at hand. Is it better to have too many false negatives or too many false positives? So, coming to what false positive and false negative mean. So, a false positive means that the actual data is for true, but we have predicted it as false. And false negative means like actual value is false, but we predicted it as true. Give some situations where you will use an SVM over random forest machine learning algorithm, and vice versa. So, uh, if you got a situation where you have to explain uh, a particular disease scenario to a particular diagnostic scenario in a healthcare uh, firm. So if you use SVM, it will be completely like a black box. So you cannot know the sequence in which the significant variables are discarded. But by using random forest, we can explain the flow of the model to any non-technical person. How many footballs can you fit in a Tata Nano? So, mm, yeah, this could be tricky question. Uh, so if the balls are inflated, then, for example, uh, since the average football diameter is 22 centimeters, we can get its volume by using the formulas of 4 third pi r cube, and we can find out the volume of the nano or the car, and we can fit the know the number of balls that could be fit into the car, or generally speaking, if we could fit maybe 6 or 7 balls in a trolley bag, And if we could generally fit maybe three trolley balls in the driver seat, trolley bags in the driver seat, and maybe four in the co-driver seat, and one below it, uh, below the leg foot space, and maybe six in the back, and maybe um, three in the leg space, or maybe four in the leg space, and three in the trunk. Then they'll be total to six, plus three, which will be nine, plus three, which will be 12, plus three, which will be 15, plus two, which will be 17, into six. So which will be basically around 100. Yeah, we could fit around 100 balls in a Tata Nano approximately. What is your favorite machine learning algorithm? Why? My favorite machine learning algorithm is SVM, because you could use different kernels. I mean, based on the type of the data you have, like linear or vanilla kernel, or RBF kernel, or polynomial kernel. What are the type 1 and type 2 errors? So if the uh, type 1 error basically corresponds to false positive, wherein you have predicted the you have actually rejected a null hypothesis which is true. Type 2 error corresponds to uh, a situation wherein you have uh, failed to reject a false null hypothesis.